I would like to share with you some of the progress we've made in making real the mandate by our Constitution of a transformed and accessible justice system, which promotes and protects social justice, fundamental human rights and freedoms. We've sought to do so by providing transparent, responsive and accountable justice for all. Everything that we do, the institutions we create and support, the legislation we introduce in Parliament, are all intended to expand the frontiers of freedom and the protection and fulfillment of the human dignity of all in South Africa. In this regard, we cooperate closely with and render assistance to all Chapter 9 institutions to ensure their independence and effectiveness. We commend the excellent work done by the Public Protector under the leadership of Advocate Thuli Madonsela and the South African Human Rights Commission under the leadership of Advocate Lawrence Mushwana. These institutions must be applauded for their determination and commitment to the progressive realization of human rights for all. We commend the initiative by the South African Human Rights Commission to the development of human rights monitoring tools which will allow them to assess progress in the observance of human rights in the areas of economic and social rights, the environment and human rights in the economy, children's rights and the rights of people with disabilities. HIV and AIDS and health, the rights of non-nationals and the rights of older persons. The effectiveness and efficiency with which these institutions discharge their duties have a direct bearing on the quality of life of our people, particularly the poor, the marginalized, rural and previously disadvantaged. Both these institutions understand that their effectiveness also depends on their accessibility to communities. In line with our objective of ensuring access to justice for all in South Africa, we committed ourselves during last year's budget debate to continue to increase both the number and the capacity of our small claims courts. The rollout and strengthening of the capacity of small claims courts to all of the 384 magisterial districts in our country is on course. We have to date already established 224 small claims courts, 23 of which were established during the past year, with the emphasis on rural and remote communities. The monetary jurisdiction of small claims courts has, with effect from 1 November 2010, been increased from 7,000 Rand to 12,000 Rand, enabling more litigants to institute claims in an informal and cost-effective manner. The capacity and efficiency of these courts has also been strengthened through the appointment of more commissioners as well as training programs and manuals for both commissioners and clerks of small claims courts. We have also raised the awareness of the services offered by small claims courts. During the past year, no fewer than 400,000 cases were dealt with in our small claims courts. We also want to commend all legal practitioners who serve as commissioners on a voluntary basis without any remuneration. We also thank all those members of Parliament who heeded the call of one constituency, one small claims court. We urge others to follow their inspiring example, because indeed, by working together, we can do more. Legal Aid South Africa continues to discharge and expand on its mandate to facilitate access to justice by providing public-funded legal representation to not only the poor and indigent, but also the vulnerable. The 64 justice centers and 63 satellite offices, together with a newly established legal advice line, a call center that focuses on civil matters, play a significant role in dispensing legal advice and making access to our courts a reality. Construction of new courts in Galeshewe in the Northern Cape and Ikangala in Mpumalanga and the upgrading of the Athlone Court in the Western Cape have all been completed. The 15 branch courts, which were designated as full-service courts, have significantly increased access to the full range of services provided for in our courts. We also wish to welcome the appointment of Judge Malesela Francis Legodi as the chairperson of the Magistrates Commission. We are certain that he will contribute immensely to the transformation of our judiciary. Our call for the transformation of the sheriff's profession remains key to us. We note and laud the Board of Sheriffs for the initiative to address long-standing matters relating to the redesignation of courts and magisterial districts and the filling of vacancies. All of these are aimed at enhancing capacity to improve the turnaround time on service and execution of court processes.
Thank you.